Hey everybody, and welcome back for another video. In today's video, we got our last roundup of things that we bought in Florida. It's actually been a while. We've been really lazy to get this done.
Or really busy.
Sure. But we went to Florida in September, so that's how long it's been to get this video out. But we wanted to show you the last bit of things that we picked up from there because they're pretty cool and unique, and we thought we'd share it all with you. So I guess I'll kick it off with something that is I considered it kind of like a treasure hunt, and oddly enough, it's about gold coins. If you go around the park, there's these things called the penny crushers, and you can put in a penny and then a couple extra. Or no, actually, they supply the pennies at Disney. You just pay for it, and then they give you the penny. So there's penny crushers where they, imprint something on the coin for you as a collectible token. But there's also an alternative where it's gold coins, and they're a bit more expensive. I think it's like $5 a piece or something.
I thought it was $5 for 3 of them.
5 for 3? Oh, I probably could be wrong on that then. But I got all the ones that I picked up there, and ones from Universal Studios. Because I got it when we were at the Horrorland as well. The ones from Universal, because we went to Halloween Horror Nights. There's this, which is a picture of the big store that they got there. I forget what they call it. There's a specific name for this type of store, and it circulates different...
Tribute store.
There you go, tribute store.
Says it on the coin.
Circulates different things throughout it. This one is Frankenstein because they had the Bride of Frankenstein. This one is a pumpkin. There was a pumpkin patch themed scary trail, and then Jack himself, the man in charge for the Horror Nights.
What's on the back of them?
The back of them, all of them say Halloween Horror Nights 2021.
Nice.
There's some Disney ones too. Pirates of the Caribbean has their own set. You can tell it's a set because on the back they have the Pirates of the Caribbean symbol. Here's another one. That one's probably my favorite because it's unique to the ride.
Were those the only 2 Pirates ones?
Oh, these 2.
Oh, okay.
There's 4 per station that you can get. Those were the Pirates ones, and then I found these at Animal Kingdom. I went a little haywire, trying to buy a whole bunch of these. Here's the back of the Animal Kingdom one. Just because I thought they were so cool.
We don't get to go that often either, so...
Yeah, that's why we spent so much money. And then the last one from Animal Kingdom, the Lioness.
So one of my Universal takeaways that I snagged was this out-of-time California license plate. Kind of showing a tribute to Back to the Future. Even though we didn't really see any Back to the Future like rides or anything like that, I still thought it was pretty cool. And I have a friend that collects license plates, so this will be a Christmas present for him.
Yeah, they used to have a Back to the Future ride, but we missed out. Another really cool place, we mentioned this in a previous video, is the M&M store at Downtown Disney, or Disney Springs. You may know of it. And there, I purchased the clothing that you saw in the clothing video. But also, because we needed new pillows for our couch, we got new pillows. So we got the yellow and the red, because those are classic. And they do say stuff on the back. The red one says, "Don't trip over my awesome, it's everywhere."
The yellow one says, "My brain has too many tabs open."
If I remember correctly, they had the orange dude, the blue one, maybe one more color.
I'm not sure. I think they might have had brown.
But we went with the classics.
So this next one, I'm going to let you go ahead and describe since you know more about it than I do.
Alright, so for the Halloween time, Disney had an exclusive Star Wars figure. It was a droid unit that represented a witch. and this is R6W1CH, also known as R6 Witch. So that's how you know that it is referring to the holidays. They have exclusive figures like this for May the 4th as well. But being Star Wars collectors, we figured we'd pick up the one exclusive figure for the holiday season.
We love doing puzzles, me especially. Jeremy does some of them with me sometimes. But we grabbed a few of them that I thought were really cool. We had, so the signature puzzle collection, we had a Beauty and the Beast one that we picked up on a previous trip. And so this trip I saw some more and I don't know, I really like them. I think they're well done. This one's Pinocchio and Geppetto and Figaro, the little cat. This one was Carl and Ellie, which of course I had to snag because of the recent passing of Carl's voice actor. And then actually it's a reversible puzzle, so on the opposite side is when they're younger, when they're doing that famous mailbox scene. That's the only reversible one I've seen so far. And then the last one that I got was kind of in line with Horror Nights, although it's not necessarily for Horror Nights, I just think it's Halloween-y, is the Haunted Mansion puzzle set. So these are 4 separate puzzles, just like what you'd see at the ride of those paintings.
Going along with puzzles, we also, love board games. So I'm going to give Sarah a couple to talk about. There you go. And then I have a few here to talk about. We'll just take turns. The first one I got is Jenga, the Disney Theme Park edition, and it is modeled after the Hollywood Tower of Terror. It says, drop in Jenga with a thrilling twist. Bring your family and friends together for a terrifying round of Jenga. Players remove and stack a colorful assortment of custom Jenga Hollywood Tower hotel blocks. As the tower builds, so does the difficulty. The last player to remove a block without making the tower fall wins the game. So, pretty typical rules. However, I'm going to do my best to get this in the shot. There are tiles that have other instructions as well. So you have a little bit of a mix-up of rules to do. Some examples are reverse directions after stacking this block, or pass this block to another player to stack on top of the tower. And the third one they got is each player has 10 seconds to remove and stack a block.
Ooh.
So you're going to want to have a little timer with you. That way, if someone takes too much time, they're out.
You can't tell we're competitive at all, right?
No, never.
I have to win. Anyway.
She never does.
So this next one that we're going to take a look at is Clue, the classic mystery game, Disney Villains Edition. Do you dare enter the villain's lair? So, I'm gonna get this puzzle out of the way here so I can get a closer look. So that is the cover of it. It's kind of in the shape of a book, which is pretty neat.
Awesome.
Some of the character pieces include the Evil Queen, Dr. Facilier, Hades, Jafar, Maleficent, and Ursula. And the weapons, if you will, are the talisman, a potion, a shell, a scarab, a scepter, and a poison apple. So, very cool theme there.
You can get some of these games on Shop Disney, but it depends just the time that you log on there, because sometimes I see these games and sometimes I don't. And they are pretty pricey, I will admit. I think these are between like $30 to $50 a piece. So you have to pay that price tag for the park editions. The next one that I got is Candyland, the Disney Theme Park edition. What's cool about this one is that the places that you kind of go around to are the different rides at Disney. So that's pretty cool. Some of them that are featured and shows, because there's a Tiki Room, Jungle Cruise, Pirates of the Caribbean, the Buzz Lightyear Shoot 'em Up, I forget what that's called, the Teacups, It's a Small World, Dumbo, all that good stuff. And your tokens are referencing rides as well. There's the Teacups, the train, the Pirates of the... that's Peter Pan, and then the carousel. So, really neat pickup there.
We are super Monopoly collectors, so of course we had to get the Disney Parks Monopoly version. So Disney Parks Theme Park Edition, excuse me. So this has an actual 3D castle right in the middle of the game board there. Very neat. Yeah, did you... I'm running out of things to say here about this. I just know it's cool.
Well, one thing that's neat about this one is it's updated, and what I mean by that is that Galaxy's Edge is a part of it, so like Star Wars properties are involved. There is an older Disney World Monopoly that's out, but this one is the most up-to-date. Some of the tokens you can get is, it looks like the cruise, like the cruise ship.
Yep.
Mickey ears, Cinderella's slipper, a car, popcorn, and the dog. Is that Tramp?
Looks like Tramp.
Oh, no. It's the dog from Pirates of the Caribbean ride when he has the keys in his mouth and they're trying to reach out to grab it.
Yep, you're right.
He's on there. They got different characters on the money too. The examples that we can see is Pluto on the dollar bill, Goofy on the 5, and Scrooge McDuck on the 500. Which makes sense because he wants all the money.
And it is officially made by USAopoly also.
Another one we got is the Game of Life. This is the Park Edition as well. Of course.
One of my favorites as a kid was playing the Game of Life.
Here's what you got going for you on the back. I can't remember. I think there's something different about this one. Besides just being, Disney Park Edition. I can't quite place it.
The token movers are roller coaster carts.
Yep. And then everything is themed around going to Disney. Like your first time visiting guests or the characters. Looks like there's lodging, so you pick the hotel you want to be a part of. All kinds of cool things. One more final board game that we got. I think this was probably the last one that we picked up in the store. And that is the Pirates of the Caribbean Battleship game. So, what more fitting way to play Battleship than pirate ships? Here's some of the examples of what you play with, like the different ships. And then your, what would you call those? Your boards. I don't know if I'd call it a board, but they look like treasure chests.
Your battleship arena, maybe?
Sure, we'll call it that. So, that's the last one of the board games that we picked up.
Let me tell you, it was a monster trying to fit all this in our suitcases to bring home.
We bring big suitcases so we don't have to ship stuff home. And we packed it to the...
This last one is, I believe it's my ornament that I got from the ornament store. If I can get the box open. There we go. I always love going to the Christmas store, even when it's not Christmas time, just to see what cool new stuff they got.
There's so much cool stuff at Disney. It's ridiculous. We spent way too much money.
Looks like we have two. I honestly forgot that we got two, but we have two. So let's take a look. You can open one, and I'll open one. Alright, so just like the puzzle that I had earlier, this is Pinocchio in a little movie scene with Figaro, the cat. It actually has a pretty nice back to it too. It's not just plain. And then of course we've got the 80th anniversary tag on the hanger. So pretty neat.
In the past, I had gotten an ornament from Disney where it was Mickey and he was kind of like holding a picture and it was his older self in the picture. So I kind of liked that cool dynamic, and so they actually had one of Pluto that was similar to that style, and so I picked that one up. So we got Pluto jumping out of the screen, but in the back it's his old school look.
Black and white?
Yeah, so in the screen in the back is black and white as well. So I got those to kind of partner off each other. And then there's a 90th anniversary tag on that one.
I think that concludes our haul that we have from our Disney trip, Disney and Universal.
Yep. Also, stay tuned. I know I still got to get the final lightsaber video out for you guys. I'm building the anticipation for it because I have been telling you that I had a little funny story to go along with it. So stay tuned for that. It is coming out very, very soon. But for this video, we're going to wrap it up. So if you haven't already, please turn on notifications. That way you are notified when more haul videos drop. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a like if you like this video. And drop a comment letting us know what you want to look forward to purchasing on your next Disney trip. And then as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.